my friend. Welcome back. This is your holistic nurse, Casey Pacheco. And today I am talking about feeding and nurturing your soul by creating really amazing experiences. So, if you've been hanging with me for so long, we've been talking about avoiding negative energy and that drama in life, right? But everything, like, you might find something that is bad that we do, that it's bad, but it's really behind it. The thoughts behind it is actually not because we want to do or engage in any negative activity, but a lot of times it's because we a lot of times we do engage. So, like, for example, if somebody, they really love a lot of drama in their life, right? Usually it's because they're not having enough experiences and their soul is kind of craving that energy. Especially, it happens a lot with women. You tend, not saying that men don't have drama, but you tend to see a lot of women enter into like that gossiping, drama filled stage. Because remember what we talked about before, that if you're joining, if this might be your first time, so we talked about how women, when we feel really, really good, when we feel loved, when we feel just like in a different space, we're able to recycle our energy. That's why if you have a group of girlfriends and you went out and you just had the most fun time, not just meaning that you went and you saw things and did things, but you had conversations that filled your soul and made you feel like, wow, I'm understood and I'm not alone. If you're a woman, you know what I mean, right? So if that was like your experience, then you would know that you feel full. You have a feeling of fullness, a feeling of satisfaction. And that's because that beautiful feeling that you felt, it recycled your energy. So now you feel like you could take on the world. And that's important for women. But when women, maybe because of circumstances in life, they're not able to have those. They're not able to have those moments or experiences that fill them with awe and just fill them with just that wondering, that lust, just feeding into that feminine energy. What happens is your body looks to create the experience. So you may see women and just out of the blue, they start, in Trinidad, we call bacchanal, right? But just out of the blue, they just start controversy. And you're like, why? And sometimes we think it's a negative thing, but if just in my experience, in my work, what I have noticed is if you add enough events into that woman's life, into that person's life, where they are excited and they're doing new things and they're going new places and they're experiencing, and they have people to talk to and they have this resonance and they have these experiences that make them feel free and recycles their energy. What you find is that these same women would their drama, their negativity would decrease because now they're feeding that cycle. So, I, as somebody who looks to a holistic way, meaning that we get to the root of the problem. We're not just surface level taking care of things that bother us. We're going really, really deep. Um, Creating an experience. So two people could have the same experience, and one just did something, and another had an amazing experience. And it has to do with your mind. It has to do with your perspective. I had a friend, she used to say, going on a vacation, she'd say, half the fun of going on a vacation is planning for it, right? Why is that? Because your mind is so engaged, you're so looking forward to it. You're so, sometimes some people say planning for the trip was better than the actual trip because it just kept them in this state of excitement and, oh my gosh, what am I going to experience? What am I going to do? Your imagination takes you over, and then you don't have any like strict, but you just could just imagine what's going to happen, and it just enlivens your energy, right? And when you get there, it might be what you imagine, and then you say, I had a really amazing experience. Or maybe your imagination is limited and it surpassed your imagination, and then you're like, that was out of this world, that was phenomenal. But if you just rush on the trip, you didn't even think about it, it just kind of popped in there, you maybe didn't even expect it, it just happened, and then you experience it, you may not have had the same wow as if you were planning and lingering and thinking about it. So this episode, we're talking a lot about mindfulness, right? With your energy. When you for you to create an experience that's the right experience, that's gonna give you. A lot of times people say, well, I'm stuck with my energy and I create a lot of drama because I don't have any money and I can't go and have these amazing experiences and I can't go and fill my soul like you like to travel and go all over the world. I don't have money to do that. But you don't need money. Actually, the most amazing experiences you will ever experience, the most amazing experiences that you will ever have in this life, most of them is free. You might have to pay to get there, right? That's, when people talk about, oh my gosh, I went to this place and it was so amazing, right? It could have been hundreds, thousands of dollars, right? But it's not the thing that costs the money. It may have been the getting there, or it could have been the additions or embellishments or packages that people create for it. But if you stop and think about it, the actual thing is for free. Trust me. I'm from Trinidad, and I remember when they started charging to go on the beach, and I just never thought anybody would pay to go on the beach because one day is free and the next day is somebody telling you you need to pay. It's like the beach is free, and how do you own a beach? I couldn't even I couldn't even imagine that, right? But when you really look at it, most of the experiences that we have that will really just like lift your soul and just fill you so much is for free. And sometimes I've traveled enough to know that everywhere you live, it doesn't matter where you live, you can find places in your space, in your neighborhood, in your country, in your town, that you can get these experiences. You can create the experiences. And if you are part of my membership group, you can create it for yourself and then go charge people to be part of it, right? That's what I'm building, and we'll talk about that later. That's the community I'm building. But an experience is not just a thing that you do. An experience is the thought behind it. It gets your imagination involved, it gets your senses involved. And when you're in the experience, your senses are so stimulated and involved, and your brain and your body works together so that you could truly enjoy it, right? So, and then also the people around you, right? The people around you, they create the experience too. I remember going and, we hung out with a lot of boys, and the boys would get real wild and rowdy. So if you're on a roller coaster, you could go on a roller coaster and be like, nothing happening. But then you go with a group, oh gosh, a ruckus. Ruckus group of my friends, and they're like, and they're shaking the thing and they're making, and they literally creating the experience. Yes, the ride itself makes you feel a certain way, but then the right energy can amplify the experience, right? So a lot of my services, when I work with my clients, that's what I work with my team to amplify the experiences that our clients experience, the things that they do, make the experience. But also, I'm not going to be very, very long in this video, but what I wanted to talk about too is I, I want to, if you see, I wore my, you can't see it too good, huh? I wore my Oberly pen. So let me tell you about Oberly. So I think that women can have the experience, not just with events or activities, but we could create these experiences. And I think we probably need to for our bodies, right? For our nervous systems. We need to create these experiences more than just events. They should actually be part of life. So Oberly has this they have this cool coffee click, right? And it's gourmet coffee, gourmet tea. When you're taking a break at work, right? You have this moment where, maybe you're looking for, maybe you have a timer set for your two breaks, that OSHA recommends, two breaks. Yeah, that's another conversation. But when you have your timer set to take your break, and you've been working so hard, and you stop and you drink some, I'm a tea drinker, and you drink some gourmet tea. Oh my gosh, I can tell you, girl, that is an experience. It's an experience, and it's a lovely experience. Or like, for example, they have the foolproof body, right? This one is, let me tell you what it is: cranberry juice and cool peppermint vaginal cleanse, right? I can't tell you, like, this stuff, it not just smells good, but it's good for you. It feels good. It's good for your body. So finding, like, you're in the shower, right? You have to shower anyway. So now you add a luxury item, and then you go and you put on some of their cotton pads. Girl, let me tell you, that is good feeling, good experience. And then they have the sleep pills. Can't get enough sleep. Then you put on, my internet is a little choppy today, but then you put on some 100% cotton pads. Ooh, or aligners. That's an experience. That's an experience. And it pours into you, and it helps you, your whole body. I'm telling you, this is a different kind of living, because then you start realizing these micro things that you're doing for yourself, or just taking a walk during lunchtime, taking a walk outside, getting some fresh air, getting some sunlight, and feeling it on your skin. Not just walking and talking on the phone or listening, but really engaging your senses. I talk about forest bathing and mindful walking, right? We could talk about that again. And that, if you want to know about it, let me know. I'll make a whole video on it. But engaging your senses, and letting your mind know, this is some time for me to pour into me as a woman. You will see your energy will start balancing itself. And how you will know is that you will end up seeing a lot of synchronicities coming in your life. You're going to see you're at the right place at the right time. You're talking to the right people. The right people are coming your way. Your mate is saying beautiful things. Your children are saying beautiful things. Your space, you're more cognizant. You're less cluttery. You want a cleaner space in your environment, right? Even if you don't even go into action, you at least just want it, right? But most times you make little changes, and then you start seeing your temperament mellow out a little bit, right? And that's from a restored and refreshed feminine energy. So I just wanted to say that, if you any of this is resonating with you, if any of this is like, man, I never thought about this, or I have thought about this and I have done it. Oh, you excited, and you say, oh, Casey girl, you know what else I did? Let me know. Leave your comments below. I would love to know. And if this came across a little choppy, I do apologize. I don't know why, but my internet is not great today. Usually it's fine, but that's how life is. Um, but let me know if you did try Obally, and you liked it. Let me know what your experience was with their products, or if you have your favorite products. I'm not partial. If you have your favorite products that is healthy and makes you feel wonderful, well, share, sister, share. I'm looking for products, right? Because This is something that, I like to call this tea time. This is something where we talk, and I'm building a community, but I'm also building intimacy. Yes, I live near the train, so there's a lot of trains passing. Um, yeah, so I'm building a community, but I'm also building intimacy, and something that I am working on, and hopefully by March, maybe it's shaping up. It might be before March, but starting March 2024, I am going to launch a network called Expo. Oh, Expo. That's my thing. But it's pull with POL, meaning so it's basically the X stands for experiences, and the POL stands for preservers of life. So it's going to be the experiences portion of preservers of life, where we're going to have a network built in. And my calling, my purpose is to integrate all the healing modalities to give people a wide perspective, a wide range of tools to heal themselves. So with this expo, right? It would be a membership for providers. And as they are going through, it's going to be something that will help them get business and help them give business. And we're going to build a nice community with lots of really good perks. And we're just bringing the health, the wellness, the beauty, the medical industry just a little bit closer together. So that's my little baby expo. And if you are a spa owner, if you are a small business owner, it would be very, very good for you to join that community, because we're going to elevate together, and everything I do is all about us elevating. um well, more on that later. I say I wasn't going to be too long, but I just wanted to say, find opportunities every day to nurture your soul, to give yourself that refreshment, that rejuvenation, right? And like I always say, this social currency, social attention, is the new currency, right? So if any of this resonated with you, if any of my products is of interest to you, feel free to support me by liking this video. You can support me by sharing this video. You can support me by telling your friends about my YouTube channel. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. You can follow me on Facebook, or you can like me, right? I appreciate all your points of saying, hey, you gave me something valuable. And I really appreciate you. And I hope, it's my aim to share a valuable perspective every time I come here. So I hope you have a really good day. Don't give up, and take very, very good care of yourself. Bye for now.